Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. It's go time for the 4th week of March in today's weekly challenges on Gran Turismo 7. As already finished from Japanese Clubman Cup 550 at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca, only 4 event is now being listed and go participate on European Sunday Cup 500 at Sardinia World Track B, followed by a special event at Daytona International Speedway for the Plymouth Superbird in 1-make category, which is going to be a very good, excellent opportunity to go racing on the track. Plus to have race a turbo sports car in number 4 at Suzuka Circuit, and number 5 to go classic in Neo Classical Challenge at Fuji International Speedway. As already finishing for only one event to get 100,000 Gran Turismo credit in the ticket, followed by 200,000 to compete in 3 events and 5 events for 500,000 Gran Turismo credit. That brings out to have a total of 800,000 for only 3 types of ticket on different amount of earnings. But it's about to go. Racing is the king. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start for today's weekly challenge. Let's begin. Alright folks, I'll have to get down and have a straight to the point. There's going to be having a next content update for GT7 is now bringing out the return of the Toyota GT1 TS020 1998, followed by to have 2 new ones like the Audi R8 B10 Plus 2016 and the Lamborghini Urus, which is going to be the first ever SUV vehicle to be coming to GT7. How awesome! Pretty historic and long-time legend is now becoming a very good, excellent Group 1 category to have a treatment of interior view style to go by premium. But I can hardly wait because it'll have to take a main date remaining to go by 2. But after all, I hope everybody is looking obliged to have a good experience to be driving with a Toyota GT1 back from Gran Turismo 2. So I had to sit back and wait and watch the date to be on March 26th before putting up on the next content update in March 28th. So I'll have to get down to do on race number 1. Race number 2 will go for an encore after I choose the BMW M3 Sport Evolution with a Total Drama Revenge of the Island livery Sam in it. 2 laps will do the thing because going classic and retrospective to have a 1 TD fan art livery to go in the Beamer. But of course, everybody really loves about the BMW M3 with a standard and sport evolution to have the same form of the chassis for only one single Beamer. I have to get my game on. Rolling start begins in 3 seconds as 8th place will be at the ready. And I'm up and gonna have to get this started for only one slipstream, then overtake. Got to take the left side to go overtake Speed Bureau Boys on the Peugeot 208 GTI. Inside on turn 1. Very good. Coming up on turn 2 and 3. Past the Volkswagen Polo GTI 2014. Steer smoothly to the left. Then stay focused on the Renault Clio B6 24B on position 5. The only one thing to have the Beamer we will be facing up to have this challenge is gonna have to take a comfort soft tires. We'll put it to the test. But if possible, install parts will be a bit helpful that you really might need to go a bit more faster and make it much improved. But I'm always have to go classic and see how it turns out. But here comes the finishing point on sector 2. Going uphill before entered sector 3. Got to let 4 of them to go past. Watch my 6. Overtake Mikhail Hisal's position, then Pagadet as well. Alright, it's doing well. I got this in the lead. So I'll have to hold down the fort and stay well defended in first place before moving on to the final lap. That's why different drivetrains comes with different performance to go by average. And here is my faster lap time, viewers. 1 minute, 50.8 seconds. Correction is perfectly matched. Now let's go and beat my lap time and go by the update. But after all, time condition is now being set on the dusk. 2.2 seconds is now currently behind the gap. So I hope Pagayat will might need to go faster to overtake Lopez's current position to stay well defended and offense for the third place driver. But the Beamer always stay in good sport motion on the track. Just like participate in the DTM back from the late 1980s and early 1990s. Got to stop right here and make a turn. Keep that grip and stable motion. Alright, last sector, here I come. Got to be sure and have enough comfort soft tires to stay in a good current position to get there to have some practice by practice. Just like sports hard compound tires, because the Beamer will make the king to go by the podium finish. Final stretch, here I come. But I can hardly wait. One checker flag for the BMW M3 is now in the first. Green checkmark is now being listed on number 2. European Sunny Cup 500 is done and complete. But exactly to have a very good count by the event number to see how the Beamer always have a good basic in use. Total time is 3 minutes, 35.781 seconds on lap number 2 that I just claimed. 1 minute, 44.981 seconds. But you know, it takes a minor attempt and go by basic to do the old-fashioned way. But I always have to do for only one matter of decent practice to go for a new day and just keep the progress for only one minor attempt to be on a daily workout by mileage. So I have to do one capture thumbnail image. Just hold on, wait, pause, and there you go. But it wasn't so bad. Just have to take one short attempt at the replay, then save it for only one single image. Now I have 2 green mark checks to be finishing up, for only 3 more to go, and of course I just really have to go for an encore to get back to WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca, Clubman Cup 550. Time to grab my Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 9 MR-GSR 2006 with the UDRS in Sportec livery like last time, but I have to clean, race well, and just keep a good all-wheel drive in motion style to master on the track. But it's about to go for round 2 again, and another replay to have a different perspective on the method. But it's part of my vibe and part of the jam of racing. But I still really love about the Land Evo 9 from last month update before being prior to the next one. So let's get it on. I'll have to promise myself for an encore by having a clean race, just like last times I've been here before. But of course, I might have to go by interior view to go in action and go on a chase to have the first and second turn at the Adreni hairpin after overtake Valio Gallo's NSX. Got to stay behind the Mazda RX-8. Good clear on the opening, then let's go for turn 3. Just like that, control the balance in the all-wheel drive. Very good fitted to have a nice tuner car with my livery is very well contented by the debut. But it's about to go for only the same pattern and different perspective on the same course. Okay, the R32 is being behind on Ryuto Kokubun in the Mazda RX-7. Got to go double overtake. 13 seconds to go. Got a good eye on Igor Fraka, Team Yamanaka, and Adam Susrillo. They're about to go approaching on the corkscrew, so I had to get ready. Slow it down and keep that line check, and we'll fit it. Okay, third sector, now going overtake on the GR Super RC 2020. Stay behind the 350C. Okay, Iko Fraga is going on to the final turn to stay defend in 4th place. Now's my chance. Going through, then proceed in lap number 2. Faster lap time by the update is now going in place in 1 minute, 40.270 seconds. Time to wait and let the good pass procedure on Derochi in the Toyota A6. Have turn 3 check. Now go clear overtake is now on the opening to have turn 4 in sector 2. Okay, C34 model overtake. Now K Mizuno in the same Land Evo 9. But there you go. Just like that, first place in the league. Pretty much simple and well piece of cake. But word on the street about the brand new Dispenser Camp All-Stars is already out by today. But I thought it's supposed to be on Thursday, but even Odd Nation Cartoons has now been brought to attention because of the leakers. I mean, seriously? Dispenser Camp leakers is now ruining the surprise for the next upcoming episode. But I mean, that is so completely ridiculous. I would feel completely outraged whenever I see a leaker on TikTok. That's gonna be a lot of trouble if Odd Nation Cartoons really need our help. That's why we provide much more care and support to their work and Dispenser Camp All-Stars during the 3rd season. But I mean, I kinda like the new episode on number 6 is gonna be a very good musical talent. But I kinda like the Magenta team is very much more thrill, excellent, and going rock and roll. That's why I've always had to make a good cheer on Ashley. She is very much more rocking out with the guitar that she plays. But I kinda like it. Very much more rock and roll and go modest by the talent. But even perhaps for the Sign team, very much more indeed and will enjoyable to have a nice piece of musical. But even for the Yellow team, they just have to go rock and roll style. But one other thing about having one best hilarious moment on Yule. The spotlight just hit him on the foot. Well, I kinda love that part. This is so quite hilarious that he just needs some medical attention. But yeah, I kinda say that the Yellow team have been completely lost due to a tragic disaster. But in the end, I know Connor just booted off the camp, but somehow, if he's still here, or maybe he's out of the game or not, well, just like season 1 like last time, I just really don't know by giving a question. But I'm just being neutral, but it's okay with that. I'm just really gonna have to be enjoyed for every new episode for every 2 weeks. But here comes the checker flag and being finished in 1st. So yeah, viewers, help Odd Nation Cartoons and protect Dispenser Camp All-Stars at all costs because of those leakers on TikTok must be deserved to be held accountable and being punished. That's why I was felt so severely mad and very angry about it, because it's best for me that I just really might need to cut off the topic and have to stay on focus for having a main racing in GT7. So I just recently finished on the encore for race number 2. 4 minutes, 56.817 seconds, and faster lap time I took is 1 minute, 36.960 seconds. But it was an A-OK, good, clean double the bonus to have a 60,000 Gran Turismo credit. But there you go. Clean race bonus is now being perfectly and will progress to have attempt by attempt to receive on the 3-star roulette ticket for only 15 minutes until the new day on March 27. Okay, same as before. Quick capture thumbnail image right over here. Then there you go. Exit will do the thing. So folks, are you ready to go to Daytona International Speedway for race number 3 on the Plymouth Superbird? Yes, I do. I'll have to be looking obliged, and this is going to be a lot of fun to enjoy. But take a good look onto the cover on special event for having Daytona International Speedway for only 1 week. All kinds of liveries for only one Plymouth Superbird, plus a car number 34 is actually to be based off from Richard Petty the King. By the description, a 1-week race featuring the Plymouth Superbird, the mythical beast of American motorsport. Just only 3 laps and only one vehicle available to be specified to have a standard or wide body to be installed. But naturally, I just have 2 of the Plymouth Superbird that have a standard in yellow color, and my very own UDRS Inspirtech livery will be prepared to have a performance point to be in 649.45 performance point to be labeled on Y car type. But I just spent exactly in over 30 minutes to have a very own livery design variation to have this new kind of additional will join the party. But in that case, let's have a new contender on the block, join in session, and get myself well prepared to go old-fashioned in the American way. But I can hardly feel it. This will be having a good 1-make category to have some different livery variation, plus the King on the Plymouth Superbird is going to be a lot of good, awesome excitement to go around on road course in Daytona. So everyone is here to have some starting grid to go by 1st through the 12th. But hey, looks like Igor Fraga is now being joined in to have number 11. Very good for him, and giving a good role appearance to be driving as the King. So let's get myself prepared and go by the rolling start to be well green and have a good time. Just like all the other Plymouth muscle cars, this interior view looks so very vintage and good legend to be well embraced to have a good classic muscle car ever since from the 1970s in NASCAR. But the long wing spoiler is very much more well vintage and born to become as a legend. But the handling is very much more improved, standardly, and even yet, the sound of the engine to go rev it up and go sound like a muscle car. But the strategy is going to be a bit much more decent, simple. Just keep a good line and just stay behind with few other opponents around on 3 laps for a limit. Okay, got a good pass on C. Roach. Go on focus at Killian Drummond by exiting in turn 6. So I had to watch myself. That's why save it before coming out to do the speedway session on the inside and outside. Keep it much more deaccelerate and get back more. Okay, there's D. Parker coming up on 5th place. Take the inside on the bus stop. Nice and easy, then go exit. There's T. Jeffrey on number 4. This one is very brand new. Jose Serrano on the 3rd. Got to keep it much maintained profile. Stay behind on the purple Superbird trim in white. Alright, very much more good old fashioned. And keep it proud as an American driver on the track. First lap clear, entered, and moving on, lap number 2. Yes sirree, Takuma Minasono is currently to take the first position in the lead. Got to keep it much more extra well contact to be avoidable because clean racing is very important. So there you go, UDRS Superbird in the lead. All I have to do is to keep a good hard compound tires to have enough grip and stay simple in one piece. But alternative to have a maintained purpose grip is very much more needed as well. But very much more possible to have an average lap time to go normal and perfection for only 2 minutes, 9.9 seconds. Only for the hard racing compound tires, but it's possible to be equipped to be using on 3 sports compound tires on hard, medium, or soft. Got the full speed ahead. Try not to take too much overwhelming. Just have to go by old-fashioned NASCAR racing, like it's driving in the 1970s. Got to keep that line motion, hold the brake, keep up the good purpose balance. But I tell you folks, we're only a try-oval track for the next lap time challenge after Sardegna Road Track C for the Ferrari Dino. But the Chaparral 2X Mission GT is going to be a very much more important to have the strategy to go on inside or outside for the last 2 turns to go by the tri-oval. That's why I have to come to think of it and just have to let you know along with the previous lap time challenges to go by long term of delay. Okay, the final lap is coming in. Update record in 2 minutes, 2.206 seconds. Got to go slow down. Just keep up the good line of the motion to stay around and stronger defend it in 14.1 seconds. Very much more piece of cake, but only in free time before at the end of the day on Thursday before coming up on the deadline in Friday for the next 5 events in weekly challenges to be prior to April. Alright, there you go. Just keep my Superbird in one piece. Good to see some audience viewers to come around and be welcome at any time during the set. But I always have to keep on racing, stay clean, and perspective to go be creative. Just slow it right over here to have the bus stop. But I tell you folks, the Plymouth Superbird is the king of all special event for only one single week. What I kind of love about this muscle car, very good different unique style modification, and the big wing is very well unique to be having some variations of liveries just like the number 43 like the King. Final stretch, and Team UDRS Insportec claimed the podium and checkmark number 3 in the can. Now that's what I call old-fashioned stock car racing. But very good to be as a road car. What I kind of love about the Superbird is very well formed and unique. From standard car to a premium vehicle in GT7 from GT6 as a simple kind of interior view. But I kind of say that 20th century muscle car is very much more all-time favorite to the day. Total time that I just took is 6 minutes, 10.221 seconds, and faster lap time in 1 minute, 58.115 seconds. But it was an A-OK good muscle car 1-minute category to have a 90,000 Gran Turismo credit and perfect on the goal. Alright, right on time, and new day awaits. 200,000 Gran Turismo credit is acquired, then only 2 more to go by penultimate, and the final to have a turbocharged event at Suzuka Circuit and Fuji International Speedway for the Neo Classic competition. One other thing, viewers, I just really prefer to have a captured thumbnail image right next to the King's variation on the same Superbird. But maybe that should do one good image at a time for only a replay content. Okay, that's only 3 down, 2 to go, and I'll have to be wait on Neo Classic competition after race a turbo sports car at Suzuka Circuit. But I can hardly wait, but a new day awaits, and just had to take 2 more to go. We'll be finishing in 3rd place or higher. Okay, gonna have to grab by a variable turbocharged vehicle to go by pick, if either between on road car or race car that will be good to be capable in purpose of use. So what do you guys think about it? Any kinds of turbocharged vehicle if I really prefer to go for the Ford F-150 Raptor like last time at Grand Valley Highway 1 in the reverse direction. But it's a very good 4x4 pickup truck with an engine swap from the GAC Maverick. But I kinda like it, but this will have to go down to do a track-only vehicle or road legal car. How about I'll go with the KTM Expo R 2012 with the UDRS Inspirtec livery. Might be a very good excellent idea before being prior to the World Touring Car 700. Come to think of it, I just remember back then from Gran Turismo Sport between 1 road car versus 19 Group 4 cars at Autodrome Lago Maggiore. Just like good old times, and I just really might have to go again in Le Mans for the WTC 700. So weather condition on Suzuka Circuit to go in partly cloudy with a light chance of rain. Okay, looks like it's doing well to have some time of current. It's now being shown to have a daytime and dry weather forecast to see some good traces on blue spot, green, and yellow spots. But I'll have to make sure to go prefer to have some racing compound tires if anything happens. Just to let you know, folks, purchase on intermediate and heavy wet tires before ready up, calculate performance to go additional by added, and wait until you have to go back to the settings. Okay, there we go. But I'll have to be preferred to go by intermediate, will be my own guess. Then let's go and embrace for a matter of tire experiment. Just like sports hard, medium, or soft, but intermediate tires in race a turbo sports cars in Suzuka Circuit might be a very good excellent recommendation to have enough credits before entered on this event and the track itself. So I'll have to get the show on the road and have a good robust strategy to see the similarity between on racing intermediate or 3 types of sports hard compound tires to go on the medium and soft as well. A good overtake on Jose Serrano in the Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth. Going forward in the 15, then entered sector 2 on the Dunlop curve by exiting in the S curves. Got to switch into the interior view and have a better seat in the action. Got a good eye on T. Yamanaka in the tuned 2020 Toyota GR Supra RC. Got to overtake his position, then enter the hairpin on turn 10. Good to be back for only one single-seat world legal car, but only a 2-seater world legal car for having a perfect course to see how it turns out to have a comeback for only one Inspirtec livery on the KTM Expo R to be represented by the United Defense Reformation Service Racing Team Division. But it might be a new way to go for a challenge. That's why I'm always have to go for the Expo R. Is a very good 2-seater Austrian sports car will do the best course on the event. Just like the BAC Mono as ever before to have one single road car is now being perfectly to be entered on Crown Mountain 1 hour endurance. But I'll have to put that onto my list for the next full walkthrough in the future. Got to take the Castillo Triangle, moving up to the 8 by 27 seconds to go. Here comes the rain. Got to make sure to be entered on lap number 2 and go faster to have a matter of distance acceleration to catch up on the Toyota Supra on 7th place, driven by R. Derucci. Okay, there we go. Coming out exit turn 2. Backing in on turn 3. Smooth driving in. S-curves by the style. So here comes the rain. Just having a light percentage is now coming in on Suzuka. But there's the Nissan Skyline R34 GTR. Got to keep that line check, then go back to the danger curve. So I had to brace myself. No sign of light percentage on the surface to be coming around to be hit hard. Just going by modest and intermediate. But no windshield wipers for the Expo R. Other Japanese road car will turn on the windshield wipers to give it much more cleanup, like having a substitute of a car wash. But there we go. Keep that grip up tight, then going back to the spoon curve. Just watch the weather surface on the percentage to go around by the asphalt when currently to be racing during the part of the race. Okay, there we go. Good clear opening to overtake Kokubun, Raka, and Minasono to be going up on the 3rd position. Only 2 more to go. Got a good eye on our Heck, and then the 1st position driver is Kai D. Berlin. There we go. Just have a good, modest intermediate check and good motion for only a single fast lap time I took in 2 minutes, 18.624 seconds. Got to keep it careful on the BMW M2 competition if I had to make a good clear spot opening. Alright, Heck is slowing down. Now I'm on the 2nd, 9.7 seconds to go. Halfway there on the 3rd lap, and coming along very nicely to have a blue UDRS Inspirtec KTM Expo R. It will always rise again and go for only a single substitute road car by challenging 19 through 4 cars if I'm willing to be prepared for the World Touring Car 700 by next week or later. There he is. I saw a Maserati MC20 in Kai D. Berlin. 1st place, single hypercar versus 1 road legal street car is very much more well tested to see how it goes. But good thing D. Berlin is now being equipped on the sports car compound tires, if either to be using on the medium or soft, but racing intermediate does a bit more helpful for the day of racing on the track. Got to stay on him. Just have to be patient, then wait to be exit on the spoon curve. Man, I just really love the sound of the MC20 to have a different racing exhaust. Can you hear it? That is the sweet sound of the Maserati MC20 to go by differences in racing titanium exhaust. Just have to go a little bit more further. The Expo R is looking obliged to go for a challenger is very much more indeed. And for the rain condition is being stopped, partly cloudy is still around in the skies. Fourth lap will go penultimate, so I have to keep my strategy focused and keep it much more clear on the line in the radar. Okay, very much more defense for Kai. He just got everything much more potential when using the Maserati MC20. But unless the Expo R might need to have a different tactics to go approaches on how to beat a single hypercar in race of turbo sports cars. Okay, gonna have to keep it good, slow, maintainable. That's why I just have to go exercise caution when you're on turn 7 at the Dunlop curve. But same goes to the danger curve, but in the meantime, I just already took in the lead. So the penultimate lap is still going on. That's why I'm just always have to keep a good concentration and still have enough wet surface to go decrease before the clouds are about to be subsided. Okay, gonna have to go and change up the traction. Going in for 1. Come around in turn 13 and 14 around on the spoon curve. Safety's on and go full throttle. Okay, Kai is now coming back in about 0.1 seconds before going back on the out and out in sector 4. This race is not over until the beautiful lady will sing. Got to go and embrace to have a super pace of the UDRS in Sportec to go in lap number 5 to go for the final lap. But still not yet to have an improved faster lap time yet. Just only 2 minutes, 18.624 seconds. We'll have to face the impossible challenge with a single Maserati MC20. Got to keep going. And no sign of incoming rain because it's going to get a lot of more shaded out there rather than going on grider. Okay, that's good. Just going up by the increased defense by 2.8 seconds. UDRS Inspirtec KTM Expo R is still in the lead and going more contendable to see how a hypercar might need to keep a good tactics to catch up to a street legal road going car. Okay, one more turn on the turn 11 hairpin. That's 3.3 going up in 3.5. Take that brake, apply well. There's no time to dance. I'm just have to be safer later on and do a little bit more harder to go for the 10 lap challenge at Fuji Speedway by coming up. Just you wait, viewers. Neo Classic competition is waiting for me as I had to be choosing for the Mazda 787B will be at the get-go. Last turn coming in. Got to perform on the Castillo Triangle, and that should do it. 1, hit the spot. Time's ticking. Just have to beat my record, and there you go. Simple as that. only one Expo R versus Maserati MC20 in this event, and 4th checkmark is being cleared and done before having the 5th one is going unchecked. But in the end, 11 minutes, 41.798 seconds when driving the Expo R 2012. Here's my faster lap time on lap number 5 is 2 minutes, 16.553 seconds. Now that's what I call it, one road legal car on the track to be fitted with a turbocharged vehicle is being capable. That's 105,000 Gran Turismo credit to go clean race bonus, double up, and daily workout complete by 4-star roulette ticket. Now I'm gonna have to go close in to have a capture thumbnail image replay needed, then go exit. So I just went down to do some prior preparations on race number 6 in Group 1 Prototype Series at Grand Valley Highway 1. But you know the Group 1 race car as I choose is the Mazda 787B. But I just tried my best, and I'll have to be preferred to go for the LMP1 category like the Porsche 919 Hybrid 2016. All that brainstorming for myself just really giving me a little bit more time to come up with a thinkable strategy to go hard in first place. Now on for the final event in race number 5 on Neo Classical Challenge at Fuji International Speedway. But you know the regulation to have 800 performance point or less, at least 1980 or 1999 or less. Got to grab my Mazda 787B and good to go to have 799.38 performance point is now being regulated. Adding up on medium compound tires is now being well detailed on the settings. Just to have the output adjustment on the ECU will go in 99%. Performance adjustment in power restrictor must be set on 70%. But don't forget, you might need to have one turbocharger must be removed to be detached will be set into none. Any settings might need to go possible to be using on suspension and LSD to go by quick a peek of adjustment to see how it works. But even the downforce to be on aerodynamics in the front and rear. That's why you really might need to have some improved performance to go by minimum of wage to go in 800. But I can't wait for the Toyota GT1 race car is now ready to join in Neo Classic competition. So I have to be patient and see how it goes, but one other thing about the brand new track that we had to find out coming soon. But I know every Gran Turismo players really have to take a good choice of the roster by having a GT prediction. Since we got the Grand Valley Highway 1 and Lake Louise racetrack on the snow. But that's why the next one that we might need to go by a random choice if it's going to be on Red Rock Valley Raceway or any other choices to be available on the returning tracks like Twin Ring Mogeti. I'll get down to do some racing strategy and do the overtake on different racing categories. Let's go and do the first lap on sunny day before the rain will come in the middle. Got to overtake the Alfa Romeo 155, then just had to go quick overtake on the Porsche 205 Turbo 16 Evolution 2. Then Toyota Supra GT500, go around on the Coca-Cola corner in turn 3. Okay, that's good. Just have to stay behind and overtake the Nissan GTR GT500. Okay. Close call to have the Audi S1 Quattro Pikes Peak. Okay, good dash overtake at the Nissan Skyline Super Silhouette. Sector 3 entered. Then let's go focusing and watch yourself. Try not to take too much grip by oversteering. Okay, got the 13 check. Got to follow Coque Lopez in the McLaren F1 GTR. The this one is a 1995 racing model along with a long tail version. Got to stay behind and make it full stretch. So the fuel is at 90%. That should be good to go, and there's no need to have some change of option. But I have to keep a good watchful eye out on rain condition if it's going to be a bit much more heavier on the surface. Okay, so first lap down, 9 more to go. Just have to keep a good focusing on M. Mendoza. Going back to sector 2. Just head back on the 100R. Just make one good concentration, then overtake the Mercedes-Benz CLK LM. There we go. Now for Simon Bishop in the McLaren F1 GTR BMW 1997. Better change up the tactics and just keep it stay on the line. Okay, looks like I'm still in one piece. Moving on to the 7. It's only down to 7.1 seconds before update in 7.2. But I still got this. Just to have one single Group C race car to be earlier before having one Group 1 prototype series at Grand Valley Highway 1. But instead, I just really have to use my UDRS Ins Protect to be using on the Neo Classic competition. So here comes the third lap, and let's check the radar again. Okay, gonna have to keep a good watchful eye on the traction. Might need to keep it well used. .5 seconds to go. Still got this. And fuel percentage in 75% to go. Okay, I saw Ryuta Kokubun in the same 787B, Mikhail Gasol on the Porsche 962C, and Valerio Gallo in the Sauber Mercedes C9. Just have to go with the rest of the group. Line up only for only a single Group 1 race car to catch up with the Suzuki V6 Escudo Pikes Peak Special. Alright, there we go. The gang's all here. This will be a perfect 5 or 6 versus 1 rally car vehicle from Pikes Peak since 1998. I just really have to go counting up by numbers if I really had to be preferred to go with a McLaren MP4/Ford 1988. But it does helpful and very classic turbocharged F1 race car is being eligible to be entered on this event. So now going in on lap number 4. Okay, got to keep going. Just stay behind on Mikhail. It's coming around to have the partly cloudy. Just stay behind, and then I'll be good. Okay, good overtake. Now passing on Ryuta Kokubun. Then staying focused on Valerio Gallo along with Martin Grady. Got to keep a good eye on Daniel Solis. He's on the 3rd position. Just slow down, one race car at a time. Take a pace and take a number. Weather condition is update in partly cloudy. Got to stay ahead, and moving on to the dirt. Okay, let's go, let's go. Stay on the Escudo. Got to go full power. Down to 3.4 seconds remaining. I can still get there before the rain comes in the halfway mark of the lap. Just hold it right here. It's coming in soon. There's going to be having some light conditions on the rain. But it doesn't hurt a bit, but there might be some silver teal color to be well spotted. Okay, there we go. Got to stay behind on Takanami and Sono. First place in the lead. Team Insportec is on the #1 spot. Okay, time to go changing up the tactics and hold down the fort. But the direction is now turning around. Okay, looks like I just really have to go by having a pit stop available. But close call, and what a relief. But I'm always have to go looking on the bright side is very much more helpful during this part of the race. Okay, that should do it. One good part of the condition, and black spots are now coming around to be seen. Only 4 more to go. I still got this. Because I got it. Okay, very good to be impressive. Just only 50% to go remaining, and the rain is now coming in to have a light percentage. I'll have to be preferred to go by lean 6 to hold down the fort until I had to take a 0 stop only. But it's possible to be using on medium or hard racing tires to have a one purpose of method strategy to see how you guys can handle well. But you know the method and the strategy, but even of course the weather condition is going to have to turn out to be a bit different. Now I'm going to have to do the 13. Oh, and I just almost forgot one other thing about my newest fan art project. Dream Art Livery Style Dispenser with some new screenshots for Dispenser Camp Season 2 characters to be related will be on hold because I just really might need to get to the bottom of this due to the leakers is now being responsible for ruining the new episode of Dispenser Camp by the upcoming. But I still remember this because I just really very angry about those leakers who just really ruining the surprise. That's why I just watched the new episode a few hours ago during my dinner time. Is very much more entertainment to see some 3 teams to go entertainment in style. But I kind of think it was a very good, exactly rating by 100% for my appraisal. But Odd Nation cartoons always get the job done and come up to have a good, talented of a brand new episode. But I still subscribe to their channel for having some new upcoming episode because they just always done this for only one of the content video for every 2 weeks on English and Spanish versions to the audio version as well. But there might be some more languages to see some main show to be related to. That's why Dispenser Camp will go expanded to have some different audio languages that you guys really might need to hear and listen to the moments. Well, I kind of like the show just like Total Drama, but I might have to be preferred to give both of them to have a good diversity of favored. Fine on just being a hard worker is giving me a lot of stress that I just really need to get a hold of myself, because despite of creativity artwork, gaming, and doing some live stream production in development, I can still have to keep up the fight, but I'm not giving up until I have to get my channel to go up in 1,000. It's still going to be my main goal of success. But even yet so, just have to go by reducing the bloopers and outtakes that I just recently created by having a minor mistake that I just had to cut it down and make it look good as new. So I'm on lap number 8, just only 2 more to go. Just have to keep racing well and watch out for the blue spot is coming in soon. That's why I'll have to be preferred to go by pit stop earlier if I have a chance. Okay, now coming in onto the Group B territory for this part of the blue line. Almost there. I had to exercise caution to go slow down whenever I have to pull the brake. And here is the blue spot coming in. So I had to slow down if I had to go overtake one Audi S1 rally car. Okay, here comes the drizzle. Got to keep a good low profile, and looks like it's being subsided to a different direction. Okay, so that's very good. There's no need to be panic about. I'm just had to keep a good eyesight check and stay on the light blue. Well, top on that, heavy rain. One more lap to go, and I still have enough fuel in 30%. Okay, still on the update lap time by lap number 5, recently in 1 minute, 38.881 seconds. But I'll have to go full improvise if I had to do on Power 1 to get there. So my total gap well behind is 13 seconds to go, away from Ryuta, Kokuban, and other drivers in the lineup of Group 1 cars. Okay, gonna have to go on the brake, have the entrance chicane in turn number 10 through turn 12 after turn 11. So blues out when enter the Group 3 territory. I saw Adam Wilk. Just had to go overtake again. Got to go on the inside or outside on turn 16. Just let it come, and I'll have to go full improvise to be in Power 1. Okay, final lap. This is it. It's about to go fast and go concentration to be stable on the most balance ever yet. That's why I'll have to beat my lap time and just keep it for sure. Coming around to have the 100R, I saw Team Yamanaka in the Toyota Supra GT500, number 36, Castro Toms. Going in and out on turn 6 hairpin. Just have to keep pushing, no time to go mic check at the fuel. Okay, Patrick Basson is here again. One more sector to go. Hill climb on the rocks. Alright, that's more like it. Just keep going on the line and one lap time improvement to go for a new record. Recent minutes from the weather forecast is now being subsided from the rain and partly clouded to go mostly to have a reverted back into a normal sunny day before evening comes. Successful and new record cleared to be finishing up on event number 5. Just in time before the next update by Thursday, because today is Wednesday by having an early midnight start. Boy, what a tough, decent night and hard work to go brainstorming. But only having a 1-2 finish by using the Mazda 787B 1991. Just only me and Ryuta Kokubun to have a total time in 16 minutes, 46.686 seconds, and my new record on number 10 is 1 minute, 37.516 seconds. Classic Group C race car always felt expert for only one good course from Le Mans and Fuji Speedway for having a neoclassical challenge. But however, that might be giving a good tuning up idea to be entered at Le Mans for the World Touring Car 700. Just like the Peugeot 908 HDI F8P 2010. But that would be a very good another Group 1 car will be facing up to have some few other Group 4 cars to go line up in 1 versus 19. I should probably have to test it out and see how it works to be prior to the next weekly challenges. Then I'll have to get down to do one replay by the captured thumbnail image and then it's all good. Just hold on 1 second, replay saved, and that's it for now. Whew. Well, I can't say that was a lot of good proud king moment to see which kinds of favorite road car or race car is gonna be the most. 5 checkmark is being done, and this is how you guys really might need to test out to have some different road car for only 4 of them on events and 1 for the race car in Neoclassical Challenge. But not to mention, that is going to have to take a lot of good possibility to see which kind of the road car or one single race car is the king. That's why the episode title on this video is all about Racing is the King. Time to go back to the GT garage and collect some earnings on 3 tickets is now being received on a total of earning. Gonna go down and collect with some few other credits to be on 100,000, then 200,000 and 500,000. So that should be good enough to have a total amount is 54,460,327 credits. And for the reward challenge available to have a lineup of 4-star roulette ticket. But I'll have to be preferred to have a start out with 3-star ticket first, then 6 stars will do the rest. So let's open up the gift and see which prize should I get. Okay, very much more uncommon, low earning, and standard of payday. That's only 5,000 credit to be earned. Now open up the 3 stars. Okay, give me 100,000 or a Mazda RX-8. Maybe not. Another 5,000 Gran Turismo credit. That should be a total of 10,000 for today. And just have to go by 6-star roulette ticket in parts or engine category. Okay, give me an ultra high turbocharged RPM. Yes! There you go! Which vehicle should be compatible to? Of course, the 2016 Bugatti Chiron. That should be a very good use part I need. And for the engine category, open up and let's see. But I can hardly wait to see a new engine to go by random. But even of course, That should be the Suzuki Switchboard 2017 is going to be a compatible vehicle for recommended retail price on 109,180. That should be it for now, and 4-star roulette ticket to be well collected to have a series of lineup. Just only a daily, but no sign of card collection after finishing to be well acquired to have some 3 vehicles on different manufacturer types and go differences. So, when it comes to have some favorite cars to go by King, and especially the Plymouth Superbird to have a single special event at Daytona International Speedway. But I can hardly wait to see how one best road car is very good to be proud American, and of course, Richard Petty King's Daytona is very much more similar to have a Dodge vehicle, or maybe it has to be well preferred to have the Plymouth Superbird is now being much more best popular since Gran Turismo 4. But still being popular in Gran Turismo 7 to have a fully detailed interior view and custom parts to be well equipped on the front bumper is very much more impressive use. But I don't know you guys really think about all kinds of your favorite road car and the Plymouth Superbird at Daytona International Speedway. It's always good to be king and good to be proud as a Gran Turismo player to see how it goes. But unfortunately, before the next update, I'll be obliged to be tried out to have the return of the Toyota GT1 TS020 followed by the Audi R8 B10 Plus, and the Lamborghini Urus is going to be a very good 4x4 SUV for the first time in Gran Turismo 7. Just like all the other SUV vehicles from the previous Gran Turismo games like GT4. But I'll be looking forward to it because Lamborghini Urus always has a good popularity to have a 4x4 SUV vehicle just like you're playing in the Crew Motorfest. But I can hardly wait. This is going to have to take 2 new cars on Brand Central and the Toyota GT1 in the Legend Car dealership. So I'll have to wrap this up before at the end of the video before going back to work and do some lap time challenges at Sardegna Road Track C course on the reverse direction for the Ferrari Dino and the Chaparral 2X Vision Gran Turismo at Daytona International Speedway on the Tri-Oval. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DeeperNut Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. And don't forget to check it out all of my screenshot images on UDRS in Sportec, Vision Total Drama, and Dream Art Livery Style Dispenser presented by myself, Hyperion-Blue-GT, as you may ever welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.